couple of months ago, I was lucky enough to travel into Central Australia and actually see some Stimson's pythons in the wild around those rocky gorges and a few other habitats there. And it's just such a beautiful part of the country. I really wanted to capture that and bring it back home here for our little snake we've got just sitting there. And so the goal was to really replicate part of that gorge sort of habitat, with the white sort of sandy part at the bottom where all the water and stuff would collect in the wetter times of year and then dry out during those drier months while I was there. And then the snakes have multiple different areas to hang out in the different rock crevices and climbing up and down all over the place. Variety of habitats for the animal to use. The enclosure itself is a really high quality PVC lightweight enclosure made by Tyson over at Habitats at Home. And this is a custom piece. It was actually a prototype that he ended up lending me, and it's really been put to good use. Obviously they hold heat quite well. They're very lightweight, which is a huge bonus when I'm moving things around all the time. And so it's a really good base to have. From there, of course, we started on the rock backgrounds. Alright, so I've carved up most of my foam here. So the general idea is that I have a few different shells in the back with some pieces that are carved out here for certain bits that are going to stick out a bit. I'm going to pop those in place, and then I think I'm going to spray foam all in and around all the gaps to fill it all out, and I can shape it even further, start getting it covered. lighting, like always, I've got my 3-pronged approach. Got my heat light just here, which is going to be hitting over some of these basking shells I incorporated into the mock rock. I've got my UVB light here just behind it. That way she can go up between all different layers of that rock work, get different levels of UVB depending on what she's feeling like accessing. And then of course, just for some visible light, a typical sort of LED 6500K, just to light everything up and make it look pretty. Now, something that sort of brings out the artistic side of me is when setting up an enclosure. And so, quite luckily, these rocks that I've got here match the color of the background really quite well. And then along with that, the shape of them and how I've set them out also mimics the background as well. We've got this massive crack that comes through here. And so I've got this bit of rock sort of lining up with that. I think it looks great. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I set up this enclosure. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video.